Welcome to the Transformers Breakdown, episode 31, The Gambler. So this is a rare episode because it continues from a previous episode, but it's not a part 2, so it's a continuation episode. Because they did get on a ship, so it's going to take them a while to get back home, you know? It's not like a warp thing. This one features Smokescreen. If you saw the last episode, you noticed that Smokescreen was in it, but he didn't really have much to do, so I think they gave him something to do in this one. The gambling place is called Monaco's. Sound familiar? Monaco? Do they gamble in Monaco? I think they do. So, and what is up with shrinking the Autobots? Like, again, they keep shrinking them in order to travel them around. But I guess it makes sense, you know? And then they say, go see Asimov. Like, the guy's trying to hawk the Autobots, but it goes, go see Asimov. And anybody who knows science and knows robotics knows about Asimov. I forget his first name. Gregory Asimov? I don't know. And this whole episode is riddled with Star Wars reference from, and I'm not a big Star Wars nerd, so you can tell me once you watch it, but I'll give you the screenshots, you know what I'm talking about. And keep an eye on this green guy, Lizardo. He shows up in later episodes. He is actually kind of like a featured player later on. Then Lord Gagany looks like Jabba the Hutt, another Star Wars reference. But he loans he gives them a loan with a 500% interest, and like 500%. What are we? What is that? Freddie Mac and Freddie Mac? I don't know. Payable within the hour, so they have to pay 500% within the hour. Yeah, that's a little steep. And then there's a moment where Smokescreen is all blue. And, but before that, Smokescreen gets caught, and he loses, because he's using a slide of the wrist little thing that comes out, and he's rigging the machines, so he's cheating, and he gets caught, so. And who's this blue guy that shows up? You know, it's a preview, I think it's a preview to the future, and the way the Transformers are going to be designed later. Like Blur and Cup, they're no longer going to be boxy, but they're going to be sleeker.
Lardo's being hassled by white guys.
Not, when I mean white guys, I don't mean like white people. I mean like guys who are colored white and red. And then the shot changes and he's being hassled by a purple guy. The Defcon beats him up and he throws him, and you see that the purple guys and the white guys show up. So I'm a little confused. Like, were they both there? Did they take turns? And something really interesting, I mentioned this before, that there's a lot of like Kabbalistic wisdom in Transformers, and you can probably find a lot more. But the place where they are in is called Sheol, right? This place in Hebrew means grave and pit. It shows up in the Old Testament, and it also is a place of darkness. So something to be said about this particular episode and that reference. And then they kept saying Animaniacs or Animalians, and they're going to find the Animalians, but I kept thinking Animaniacs, and I was picturing Optimus fighting the Animaniacs. So, and then I guess Transformers have lungs? We talked about this before, where Smokescreen does the refrain, where he covers up and he goes inside the water, but then they're swimming underwater without needing oxygen, but then when the smoke comes out, they're covering their faces, so I'm a little confused. Do they or do they not have lungs? When you gamble, you might risk the lives of your friends, so now you want to go back and do the exact mistake that you just did? So, that, and what does that mean?
So, what are you saying? Do you love it? Do you hate Transformers? Let me know.